Ooh. Baikal, like Lake Baikal. Okay. There isn't any time left. This is going to be more restrictive than you're used to. But you are resourceful. I know you. I'm sorry, Oki. But I can't let them find you. I can't lose everything we've achieved. Here. Continue with boot. Booting. Hello? Is someone there? This is Dr. Ellery Voss. I urgently need all systems of this suit activating. I've been locked out, and I'm 20 meters below the surface here. I say again, this is Dr. Ellery Voss. Can any operator persona on this suit please respond? Alright, good. Operator, activate all systems. Pilot authorization granted. Oh. B. Okay. Utility. Okay, utilities available. Let's see sampling storage, terminal, and retrieval systems to be installed. Power. Power panel is activating. Plenty of juice. Oxygen panel is up and rebreather functioning. I am off reserve oxygen now. Heading. I'm seeing the heading panel coming online. Excellent. And depth. Okay, good. The dye panel is active. Current reading of 20 meters. What? You don't seem to know what you're doing. Nope. You're not an operator, are you? Nope. Operators a little more than voice-activated system dialogues. They don't respond like this. I knew there was something strange about this suit when I got inside. It looks decades old. Look, we don't have time for this, so whatever program or system you are, I need you to work with me. You seem to respond to voice commands, so that's a start. We need to head north. I'll explain once we get going, but right now, I'm locked out of half the systems of the suit. Someone, somehow, has rewritten the permissions to only respond to internal messaging. That means you. So I'm going to need you to take control. Let's get moving. Take me north into the reef. Please? How do I do that? Ooh. What? Oh, that didn't help. What? So if I go request retrieval, B. Oh, okay. Oh, sweet. Southern Gully feature. Steep rocks rise up towards the surface on either side. The floor is layered with pale sand. Okay. Vector clear. Hold on. Did I fuck it up? How did I do that? Okay. I am rotating the left button. Does this not work with a... This might not work with a busted controller. Hold on. Oh wait, I got it. Okay, cool. Good. Whatever you're doing, it's working. Let's keep heading north. Okay. Okay. I would like to. Okay. So... So, Y gets me back into this, right? But how do I move? Because the other one is like, it just let me click on the thing, right? I don't know what this means. Okay. I'm pressing A. That just seems to... I can't move, though. Why can't I move? Boulder fills the passage, blocking out the warm light of Galee's 667. CC's 3 stars. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Now, if I get... Oh, okay. So... Gully opening. Here the passage opens out, back into the dappled light of the reef's shallows. Soft currents. The softly flowing water is filled with glittering particles of organic matter, signs of rich and thriving life all around. Ooh, fancy. All right. I want to go there. Oh, interesting. Look at the water. Are those spores? And those stalks to the west, they look like huge fungi. This is unbelievable. Actual alien life. How can Renee have kept this place a secret? I saw her notes at the base when I landed, and some telltale signs on approach, but here it is. The first extraterrestrial life humanity has ever discovered. I can't believe it. Alright, Oh, I didn't get a look at what that said. What were those creatures? They were hidden among the stalks. Quickly try to get a scan. Stalk patch. Bed of stalks. That's where we are right now. This is the bed of stalks. And then Southern Nursery, protected by the ridges. Is that where we need to go? This planet needs to be studied. Keep scanning creatures. Once we've gathered enough data, I can name and log each species, no matter what happens here. This is vital work. I guess I can only go to the triangles. These stalks are covered in spores of all sizes. Perhaps we can sample one of the larger ones. I'm in position. You'll have to take the sample. Open up by sampling the sampling utility. Don't know what that is. Sampling available. LB sample store here. There we go. Fungal seed. Press A. No. Active. Now what? Hello? We aren't going anywhere until you take a sample. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm in position. You just need to line it up. Close the 2 clamps, then extract it. Okay. What does that mean? Close the 2 clamps. Okay. Does that mean no? Perfect. We got one. Biological samples are vital tools for analyzing and understanding creatures. But this suit should also allow you to deploy any sample back to the ocean. How about you test it out? Hold and drag it over the central compass. Okay. Hold A to drag. Alright, cool. Great. That's working as it should. Look, those creatures are coming for the spores. Why these ones in particular, I wonder? Perhaps different spores carry different compounds, each with a specific purpose or message? What do you think? Could the spores be a way of communicating between different colonies? It isn't that strange. Fungi and Earth form networks in exchange. Maybe these stalks do the same. Anyway, sorry. I'm not sure why. Let's keep moving. Smooth boulder. This huge rock sits amongst layers of lichen. Could it have been thrown here during a volcanically active period in this planet's history? I need to scan stuff. Bed of stalks. I'm seeing a complex pattern of contracting and expanding slits in the stalk's membrane. Mouths are sensing organs. These colonies are producing a shifting hum. Perhaps it's a form of communication between individuals? I'm seeing spores entering and exiting the slits on the surface of the stalks. Something is being exchanged. The colonies seem to be broken up into individual patches and then larger groups over the wide areas. Fungal creatures which communicate... Ooh, new species logged. Through... Agile creature. Stripped with luminous colors, these flexible, flapping creatures move rapidly through the water with little effort. Okay. And it was coming through this area, right? Yeah. Yay. Appear to be maneuver with series of siphon jets concealed beneath their folded mantles. They are incredibly fast. Spore flow. Spores from the main part of the reef are brought into the southern nurseries. Here by a steady current. Among these spores, clogged stalks are piles of small stones. Could a creature have gathered them here or just the currents? Let's see. Let's go there. Sampling available. Okay. So we have sampling. And I've already been to the right. And this was the spores. Hey, can I ask you something? I've worked with AI programs before, but you aren't like them. They are predictable, programmatic, dull. Their intelligence allows them to log and process data. That's all. But you're different. I feel like you are alive. Do you understand what I'm saying? Then you are different. I'm glad I'm not just imagining it. But what are you? And what are you doing in this suit? Northern current. The current running into the reef flows here, but further north, the water whips down the rift with incredible speed. It's a weird sound. Overgrown arch. The arch is covered in hardened stalks. Perhaps a slow current passing through brought their spores to settle here. Maybe. A long rift. Long and wide and sheer rock walls on either side, this deep rift channels unpredictable currents. Let's go there. So I think we can still get to the other one. Oh, interesting. Flecked with spores, this water runs fast and hard. The suit can't push any further north without better propulsion. Oh, okay. So we will be coming back. Or we can come back to places. Large stalk. Static creature made up of one huge something. Many of these stalks are leaking particles into the water as they sway. Are those spores or something else? Oh, she's saying something. They are leaking spores into the water, and as fruiting bodies attach to their skin bloom. These larger stalks sway all around this basin. They almost resemble branchless trees bending in the storm. Let's go there. Oh, did you see that? The stalks responded to our movement. They extended as we passed through the arc. Perhaps it was the sound we made when we moved through? We should be careful not to get trapped here. The suit's power capacity is limited. Large stalk. The chitin of the stalk's membrane is very hard, but flexibility is given by a surface of overlapping plates. Feeding grounds. There are a lot of activity among the rocks ahead. Creatures are grazing on and living among the stalks, forming a complex ecosystem. Ooh, I see a creature. Oh, shelled creature. Mobile creature with a large translucent shell and 4 swimming appendages, which it uses in a rapid rowing motion. There's another creature. Displays the stalk surface passing over one another. Must be producing the distinctive hum that can be heard. These creatures must be related to the other stalks on the reef, but seems to have a separate purpose to the lower beds. This huge stalk is totally still. Plates harden into a rocky shell. Oh, interesting. It's safe to assume that the singing of these stalks relates to communication between colonies seen elsewhere on the reef. But there's also another creature. New species logged. Sing stalk. Large stalks which sway, producing a distinctive humming. I've named these sing stalks for that strange hum they produce. What is its precise function, you think? Part of the network of stalks which is found across the reef. Alright, so there's that creature. I've already forgotten how to do stuff. Okay. So I've done B. There we go. Oh, I can't go that way. Interesting. Or I can, and it's not letting me. Interesting. A. So I have limited capacity. Power option. So it's hard to get. Oh, wait. Can I get over there? Oh, vector blocked. Okay. Calcified stock. Vector clear sample candidate. Okay. Well, that makes my life easier knowing I can do that. This stock looks dead. Open up the sampling panel and we can extract some of the outer membrane. There's a lot of dead material here, so we should be able to take multiple samples. I guess. Ooh, fancy. Interesting. Okay, so the chitin appears to be hardened with calcium carbonate. That would be useful if we need to boost our power. Okay, so we just find more of that. The suit is able to metabolize organic compounds to produce fuel that drag them to the power panel. The suit displays how much oxygen or power each sample can produce. No point wasting important samples. With these, we can keep one sample so we can analyze it back on base and use the other to power for a power boost. All right. So instead of like returning it to the ocean. Okay. Overgrown paths. The space between the rocks here is thick and with stalks. The elaborate patterns they trace across the reef are beautiful. Oh, what was that? Oh, it's curious. It's not letting me get a good view of it, though. Nice. Agile creature. These creatures chase stalk spores with great enthusiasm. Is this their primary source of food? That was weird. Space between the rocks here is thick with stalks. Okay. Cavern edge. So I can't go back now. Fascinating. Ooh, I think this is like super deep. The water is still in the yawning entrance of the cavern. There are no signs of stalks or other reef life around the entrance. Go. Ooh, we can go down. Ooh, scary. The patchy sunlight coming through the broken cavern roof is enough to allow stalks to grow here, if that is what they require. Okay. Okay. It's another area. Soft sunlight spills down on thin stuff. I can't get a good view. Oh, it can. Okay. Tall stalk. The tall bubble-coated stalk sits among the reef stalk colonies. These tall stalks seem to watch over the smaller colonies. I'll start logging notes. And then you. Clogged tunnel. Stalks mesh around the cavern here, hardened into near solid wall of tubes and plates. I guess I can't, yeah, I can't go there. Oh. Sampling available. Oh, wait, there's two. Okay. Okay. Wrong one. Why am I like this? Come on. Okay, so we've gotten spores of all the same. Try deploying one that blocked the tunnel over there. I want to see how the stalks react. Just drag one over. Okay. Deploy. Ooh, I see. They retracted. These bubbles must be some kind of signal system. I'll call them shrill sacs for that squeak. We can use these to get through the heavy growth ahead. Let's get moving. Not clogged no more. Blind corner. The cavern curves away in both directions. It's hard to see the way ahead. Let's find out. So I guess you're wondering where we are heading. Yeah. There's a way station just north of here, on a finger of this reef. I want to find it. My shuttle touched down just hours ago at a floating research base to the south. That's where I found this suit. I'm here looking for Dr. Mane Nomura, chasing a message all the way from Earth. It must sound mad coming out here to a planet in the tail of Scorpius just to follow a message. Wait, do you know where we are? Do you know, don't you? Are you sure? I wish we could talk properly, but this suit doesn't seem able. It looks like it's been through a lot. It looks far older than Mane's base. Did she bring it with her? Look, let's find that way station, when I can start piecing together what's going on. Okay. A thin passage. Okay, so I could go up now.